G'day, it's Phil here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through 50-cent pieces again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins and coins worth more than face value. Again, we got my 50-cent collection book here, already partly filled with the 50 commemorative cents that we found so far, including the rogue round 50-cent piece. We still have a few to get, a couple on the first page, some of the older ones, 1988 and 1991, and then we get down to the centenary of federations. We've got a couple of those on that first page, and then we've got quite a few here on the second page, but we've got everything else up until the 2017, the Eddie Mabo, and the 2019 Year of Indigenous Languages is still eluding us, and we're also completing our full year range set, and we're pretty much done with all the coat of arms on that. So we're looking for the commemoratives to finish out the book. Haven't seen any Ram's Head, any 1991s for quite some time, so that's what we'll be looking for pretty hard. We seem to get the Centenary of Federation pretty easily over time, as long as we do 10 to 15 hunts sort of thing, up to 20. That's the standard 50-cent piece, and we're looking for years where there are low mintage or no mintage. 2010 we have the opportunity to look for a rotation error, so we check that, but that's not going to be it. But otherwise I'm going to just be going through the reverses looking for the commemoratives like this. Our first commemorative is the 1977 Silver Jubilee coin, 25th year of reign of Queen Elizabeth II, and that'll be our first. We'll put that up on a row and call that the common commemoratives row at the top, and as we go through, if we find any keepers, we'll make another row down the bottom and we'll put it down there. There's a 2001, we'll see what that is. It's a Centenary of Federation coat of arms, so that's the highest minted of that, so that is a common commemorative. What we want are the states and territories, not the Commonwealth coat of arms. And that is our first roll, very commemorative light. So we'll get into another roll. What we'll do is we'll go through 3 rolls as I talk through them, and then after that, if we don't find too much, we might speed things up a little bit again. Get a chance of a rotation with the 2010, but not. There's a 1994 though, so that'll be the International Year of the Family. Another common commemorative, and then I'll go in the top row. And there's a 2000, and that's the Millennium Year coin. On the Millennium Year coin, we also look for a variant called the Incused Flag variety, but that's just a standard one. The Incused Flag has a different print minting on the cross in the middle of the flag. It's infused into the coin, not standing out proud like that one was. This is the Commonwealth Games Brisbane from 1982, another very, very common commemorative. See lots and lots of those. And as we go through the coins at the end, when I do go through the coat of arms, I'll be looking for years of where there was no coat of arms issued into circulation, which is the years 1986, 87, 1990, or 89, sorry, 1990, 92, and 2005. And also, because we're only flicking through the reverses, not always looking at the obverses, I'll be looking for low mintage years of 1985, 93, and 2020. So there we have into the third roll, and now we have the 2003 Australia's Volunteers. Another common commemorative celebrating Australia's volunteers of all shapes and sizes. There's another 2001, but it is the coat of arms. There's a 2014, and we do check on the 2014 for an error, which is called the crop rotation error. It's where the die is degraded, and put an extra bit of metal, on there. Oh, and I see something good coming up. Here we have the 2002 Year of the Outback coin. That's not a bad nick. Let's see if that is a better one that's in the book, and I'll swap it out. But that will be our last top row. But then the next coin we have is the 1988 Tall Ships, celebrating Australia's bicentennial. There is 1988. Sometimes we check on that for between the 2 8s there on 1988. Sometimes there is a dash or a dot, and that is another variety, but this is definitely one for the book. This is one we don't have, so we'll put that down there as a keeper because that will go into the book. And there's a 2005 remembrance coin, the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. And on this coin, we have quite a number of errors. You can see on this particular one down here by the what looks like the priest robe, there's a little bit of extra metal. Usually that isn't there. Let me zoom in on that. Oh, and it looks like it might have a, I don't know. So down here, just down here, there's a little bit of extra metal. Usually that's flat, like over here, but the die has degraded and let extra metal. That's called a cud, coin underdeveloped. So that is an error coin as such. I do have quite a number of those because there are quite a number of those coins with that error on them. If you're looking for varieties, then you can grab one of those and put it in your collection. You can get errors all over that coin. On the hat, on the soldier, on the cross of the grave. There's lots and lots of errors on that one. Here's a Celebrate What's Great Australia Day from 2010. Another very common commemorative. And there are lots of varieties of the coins with errors. Some varieties that were intentional, some that were unintentional. Here's a Bass and Flinders, that's from 1988, celebrating the voyage of George Bass and Matthew Flinders to discover Bass Strait. It says discovery of Bass Strait, 1788 to 17, what was that, 80, sorry. Yes, I think they've got the dates there. 1788 to 1798. Pretty sure that's it. Or 1798, 1798, or 1796. But anyway, there's the dates of the voyages there for the Bass and Flinders to discover that Bass Strait was indeed separating Tasmania, or Van Diemen's Land as it was known then, from the mainland Australia. And so I think we're pretty much into the fourth roll now, so we'll speed things up. If I see anything new, I'll slow down and I'll talk about it. I'll annotate it and I'll put it down on the table. But otherwise, and I might even go too quickly for that. There's an Eddie Mabo, fantastic. 2017 Eddie Mabo. Don't see very many of those, but it is also, again, one for the book, and it's also one that I would normally keep. It's 50 years of the referendum and 25 years from the Mabo decision, federal court decision. So that's an excellent find. Another one for the book, another one that keeps the book ticking along. And there we have the 2016 changeover coin. It's the 50th anniversary of decimal currency. The reverse is the normal coat of arms, but the obverse is where the commemorative side is, and you've got the Queen's head being shrunk, the legend adding 50 years, and a representation of the previous equivalent pre-decimal currency, the shilling with the ram's head on it. So that is 7 million of those, so that is considered a common commemorative. But there are changeover coins on every denomination, and some of those are quite hard to find, like the $1 or the $5 or 10 cent. And so let's speed things up now, and I'll stop if we find anything of any note. There, for the first time today, we have the 1970 Captain Cook, very first commemorative 50-cent piece. There we go. We have the Centenary of Federation from 2001, and it is the state of Tasmania. Don't think we've got that for the book, so that's also a new one for the book. See a few Tasmanias here up in Melbourne, Victoria. And I'll put that down the bottom as a keeper because that will definitely be staying. And there, for the first time today, we have the Weary Dunlop coin, the 50th anniversary of the end of the Second World War from 1995. And there, for the first time today, in quite bad condition, is the marriage coin. The marriage of Prince Wales, now King Charles III, and Lady Diana Spencer in 1981. And there we have, for the first time today, the 2005 secondary school winner for a competition of 50 cent design, and it was designed for the Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games. It's a 2005 coin. And where shall we put that? We'll start this way and come backwards, I think. And that then brings us on to the last roll. A couple of coins in with a International Year of the Family, 2020 Jodie Clark. What does my book say about that? Sometimes I get that confused. 6.3 million, that's fine. Jodie Clark 19. I think it's the IRB 2020. Is that right? Is that what I'm looking for? Something like that. Yes, maybe not. I'm having a bit of a brain fade, but we're nearly there at the end. Not a bad hunt. A couple for the book, a few for the book, in fact, and the last coin is a shot at an incused flag, but it's not on the millennium year. So there we have it. So not a bad little hunt there for early in the book, but I'll quickly run through all of the coat of arms and I'll be back to tell you if I found anything of any note. Back in a sec. Well, I'm back and the table looks a lot different than it was when we left. A couple of things. I went back and had a look at my notes. I was actually looking at the $1 instead of the 50-cent pieces. So this 2020 Jody Clark coat of arms is a low minted coin. On the Royal Australian website, it has 1.1 million. From my numbers, from the Royal Australian Mint annual reports, I've got 1.082 million, which is about the same, rounded up. So it's going to go into my collection as a low mintage coin. I picked up another couple of changeover coins, which is why I haven't really moved that one there. But the reason that there's not a lot going on here anymore is because I went through and I did a few upgrades, better coins into the collection, because as you put them in individually per hunt, you don't always get the best example. But what we did get was the Centenary of Federation Tasmania from 2001. We got an Eddie Marbo from 2017. And we got a Tall Ships, the 1988 Australia's Bicentenary Celebration Tall Ships. And that is one of the ones there that we had in the book. So that's a new one for the book, a keeper. So I'll slot that one in there. And then also the Centenary Federation Tasmania, new for the book. It's got the two thylacines there, Tassie Tigers, and we'll put that one into it. And then the last one that we need to upgrade is the Eddie Marbo up here. So we'll take out the placeholder and we'll slot Eddie, good old Eddie, into that spot. So 3 new coins into the book. Getting there on the collection, a few upgrades of quality to the standard common commemoratives, but always great to take out these placeholders and have them at the end of the hunt. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what I do, please subscribe, give me the thumbs up, leave a comment about what you're finding in your area. Is the ram's head very hard for you to find right now? It certainly is for me, but I'll be back for more doodling in a couple of days, so I'll see you then. Bye.